Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. It's Monday, February 16th, 9 a.m. on the dot. It is the Triggered Yogi live stream. It's the kid, your boy Yoga Leroy, aka Leon Walker. Man, listen, life has been so expensive since the Seahawks won the Super Bowl. Life has been expensive. It really has. It really has. It really has. Let's talk about it, man. Plan it, grow it. Yesterday morning, I had a dream of planting seeds. I talked about this dream yesterday on the live stream. I had this dream about planting seeds. It gave me a very churchy vibe. I woke up in the morning. I went to church yesterday with my son. It was fire. And then I left church and life kept hitting, man. I mean, this week has been a week, man. God has given me so much adversity to work through this week. And it's what I've been talking about. So it's, he's like, hey, Leon, I want you to not just talk about it. I want you to show people how you push through it when it shows up in your life. And bro, it's been tough. It's been hard this week. I've had half of my expensive equipment in my studio break this week. First with my computer, probably the most expensive single unit that I can't operate without, broke. J Hud is tapped in. What up, J Hud? Good morning. Happy Monday. Just talking about the week, man. Talking about God giving me adversity to not just talk about working through, but actually show how I operate while I'm working through it. And I gotta say, the fact that I'm coming on here and tapping in with the Trigger Yogi live stream, it has helped me push past the adversity that has come up. And these last 7 days, it's been extremely interesting, extremely hard, extremely unexpected. Like the event that happened at my job where my owners took the side of a crazy person over me. The cameras is tripping. What are you doing, camera? Be normal. That's that AI for you. That's that AI. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I've been talking about this all week. That situation all week. I won't get too into it, but I do work security a couple of nights a week. For whatever reason, the owners of the bar have stopped trusting me for whatever reason. So last week, we were talking about you are the problem. That was the theme of the show. You are the problem. So even though I feel I've been showing up and doing the job that I've been hired to do, which is security, I forced myself, especially because of the stream. I was like, man, maybe this is in alignment. Maybe I should be looking into what's going on with me. I was forcing myself, even though what I was being accused of was wrong, I was forcing myself to take a look at myself on how I was showing up and really like be honest, like how are you showing up where these people, your employers, have lost faith and lost trust in you? And it was uncomfortable because I didn't do anything wrong. I actually did a good job. But someone complained, and instead of, doing the right thing, which is looking at the tape, doing their due diligence, instead of doing their due diligence, which was looking at the tape, the security cameras, talking to all the people involved, instead of doing that, they jumped right to Leon's the problem. And it was uncomfortable. It was uncomfortable to feel like people were making me the villain again. But we pushed through it, man. We pushed through it. We're on the other side of it. I know I know how I get to be and how I get to moving forward when I'm working at this place and when I'm working with, my bosses at this place for however long I'm gonna be there. If you know, you know. And that was that. But it didn't stop. It didn't stop there. I yesterday. This is gonna be a funny story. This is gonna be a funny story, and I'm sure I'm gonna laugh about this. One of these days. I'm sure I'm gonna laugh about this one of these days. It's one of these days you're gonna laugh. You're gonna laugh about this. After church, I come home. Well, first off, I forgot I was shooting someone's podcast yesterday at 2. So right after church, okay, back it up. I gotta be honest. I gotta be honest with the chat. After church, when I say after church, right after church, I'm getting on the freeway and someone cut me off and I threw her the middle finger. I flicked her off. Right after church. Right after church. I threw the middle finger at somebody that cut me off. And I paid for it. Don't worry, I paid for it. I did. I really did. I had an appointment that I was late to. Then I got into the studio and I found out my Rodecaster was also broken. So with my computer that broke, my Rodecaster was broken. Luckily, I have a smaller rig that I shot the podcast with. And here's the funny story. So I bought this Rodecaster 3 years ago. It's a $600 piece of equipment. It's the soundboard to all the microphones. I have 6 microphones in here. So I run the studio off of 2 podcast rigs. I got this at Guitar Center. By the way, never buying anything at Guitar Center ever again for one reason. I got this at Guitar Center. I got the extended warranty. I knew I had the extended warranty. So after I shot the podcast, I ran my ass over to the Hollywood Guitar Center off of Sunset. Went and talked to the guy that was working there. Now, this is how I know I'm getting old. Because I'm making a big deal out of something that is not a big deal. But it's a big deal for me. When you get old, language matters more. Do you notice that? Language matters more to me. Like, language matters more in a way where it's like, if you don't know about this language thing that we've been doing all your life, I want to fight you over it. This dude didn't do a bad job. He just has shitty language. Shitty language. Terrible. Awful. And I'll tell you about it. So I bring him the broken rig. I say, hey, I got the extended warranty. Give him my information. He gets in the system. He pulls up my information, but he can't find the purchase. So then he goes and talks to his manager. Boom, boom, boom. Took a while. Took about 15 minutes standing around. Then he comes back. And this is where he fucked up. This is where I almost fought this dude. I almost fought him for this. But I'm a little bit more grounded now as a human being. But I wanted to fight him for this. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. Good news is you did buy the extended warranty. Bad news is it expired 30 days ago. There was no good news. There was no good news in that entire equation Number one, I knew I bought the extended warranty, so that's not good news. That's news I know. You're just reiterating facts. It was all bad news. Now, I asked TikTok about this. What up, Damo? Don't feel bad about that. You were just rebuking. Yeah, man. Camera was way too close to your grill, dog. Camera way too close to your grill, dog. All right. No, you back your shit up. You back your shit, Tyrone. I like the camera close. Dog. I can't. You know, honestly, y'all don't come on here with bullshit too often, so I should be able to tolerate a Tyrone Jones 187. Oh man, Tyrone Jones 187. What kind of name is that? You on the internet talking shit, talking about 187? Corny, bro. What do you mean back? Bro, you need to reevaluate your approach. You corny. 187. Tyrone Jones 187. Got Bill Cosby as a profile picture, man. Yo, you're corny. You're corny, dog. Anyways, language and tone. Yeah, it matters to me a lot now as an adult. So this guy says, good news and bad news. Good news, we found the extended warranty. You got it. Bad news is it expired 30 days ago. All bad news. All bad news. No good news. No good news. And this is how I know I'm getting older, because I want to call his manager and just talk about this to his manager. I want to call his manager like, hey, yo, so I came in yesterday and I had a piece of equipment that I bought at Guitar Center. This is the conversation. I'm going to have it with y'all because I shouldn't do this. This is so Karen. But I want to be a Karen now. Like, I grew the mustache out. I want to be a police. I'm gonna sign up for something. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna sign up for the HOA, something. I want to start telling on people now. Like, there's so many of y'all running around the planet. Like, this is, bro, like, honestly, this is why Karen be doing Karen. This is why Karens be Karening. Because y'all ain't shit. Y'all running around the planet off that bullshit, like, for real. Don't know how to talk, don't know how to communicate, using dumbass phrases at terrible timing, you know? Like, somebody comes in with an expensive piece of equipment, hoping it could get fixed, praying it could get fixed. And you say, I got good news and bad news, but you just give me bad news? Kill yourself. No, seriously. No, honestly, kill yourself. Don't kill your entire being, but kill that part of yourself that's fucking stupid. You hear me? Kill that part of yourself, because you're in customer service, You're in customer service. J HUD, you feel me? Like, J HUD, like, customer service should know how to communicate when somebody comes in and they're already, like, emotional. They're upset. Something broke. It's expensive. But you hit me with that, I got good news and I got bad news, but it's nothing but bad news. Bro, I still want to call Guitar Center just to tell them I'm never purchasing anything ever again at that place. I still want to call. I don't know. I'm not going to tell you I'm not going to, because I'm still mad. I'm still mad, bro. I'm still mad. Let's be honest. Karens are rarely wrong. We just don't like their tone. Nah, bro. Karens are wrong a lot. I can't hold you on that, because I've been on the other side of Karen quite often, and they're wrong a lot, bro. Like, I'll tell you a dude Karen. See, here's the thing. Karens have issues with things that trigger them, and they don't know how to deal with it, and then they're privileged Their privilege fires up, and they're like, wait a second, I'm white, I'm this, I'm that. I shouldn't have to deal with this. Let me go tell somebody. Let me go call somebody. Let me go do this. So, in that regard, Karens are wrong. They are. Most of the situation, most of the time I've experienced a Karen. It's like, damn, bitch, like you're triggered. You probably shouldn't have came out the house today. That's what a Karen is. And this is a Trigger Yogi podcast. Karen should be following me because they could learn something. Because what a Karen is a person that's extremely entitled and extremely triggered. And when you're entitled and triggered and those meet, that's when that Karen comes out, right? That Karen comes out. We all do Karen shit. Like me driving after church, getting cut off, and then flicking the bird to this person, and then this feeling of wanting to follow this person home. That's a Karen, bro. Like, it might be an aggressive black Karen, but that's a Karen. A Karen says, the nerve of this person, the nerve of this individual to think that they could just cut in front of me and there's no consequences. That's a Karen. A Karen is when entitlement meets triggers. That's a Karen. And that the entitlement that meets the trigger, the reaction is extremely out of pocket. That's what a Karen is. Karens are always wrong. Karens are always wrong. But there's always things in there that's like, yeah, I get that. I get why. I get this. I get that. I get this. I get that. But I feel like Karens are always wrong because they're responding and they're reacting off of their triggers. Again, just because you don't like it doesn't mean they are wrong. You're not listening to me, bro. Because I'm hitting you with that. If you a Karen, just say that, bro. I just said that, like, you're defending a behavior, and I just don't agree. Karens are wrong to me because you're reacting off of triggers. So what this whole stream is about. If you're reacting off of your triggers, you're wrong. If you're not processing your triggers, if you're not responding from a grounded place, you're wrong. I don't give a fuck how you want to slice it, how you want to dice it. I don't care if you like that energy, because this is the thing that I had to be honest with myself. This is the thing that I had to be honest with myself a long time ago. I like this aggression. I'm a football player. I used to fight when I was a kid all the time. I like this aggression. I like this side of Leon. I like this, take no shit, blah, blah. I like these things about me. That doesn't make me right. It don't make me right because I like it. Because I like this energy. I like this aggression. I like not letting people like bully me or feel, I'm feeling like I'm being bullied. So I like that. I don't pull up with that shit anymore. Bro, that's from trauma. That's from trauma. So this argument could be solved with you going to therapy, Dom. Straight up. Because what you're saying is like deep rooted, like someone being right in that energy is deep rooted. Someone reacting off of triggers, that's deep rooted. That's trauma. That has nothing to do with right or wrong. That's just a personal thing that, therapy or a donut. I see you say donut. I ain't got time for this today. I'm going to finish this donut and see, triggered. Yeah. Take your fat ass to the gym, Dom. That's exactly what that's exactly what you need. Take your ass to the gym. Triggered. This is going to be saved for you, Dom. You can watch it back. I just spit some real shit to you in your life. I'm petty as fuck. Yeah, I know you are. See, that's from trauma. What do you know about trauma? There's a big difference between going out of to create a problem and standing 10 toes down. Man, we are talking apples to oranges, bro. And we're talking very vaguely, right? Because we're talking about Karens, which, like, everybody's had a Karen situation. You're in defense mode, and I'm in devil's advocate mode because I'm talking on both sides. Now, if you like being a Karen, just say that, bro. It's all good. I get it. That's where I started. I started with, like, I get why that energy exists, especially now at this age of my life. I get it. But that don't make it right. I, I Again, a Karen is somebody that's reacting off of their triggers and it's mixed in with privilege. That's what a Karen is. That's what Karen energy is. And that don't feel right to me. No matter how you slice it, no matter how you dice it. Went on a little tangent, but yeah, so anyways, I think I lost J HUD. Anyways, I still feel like calling a Guitar Center and telling these folks, learn how to communicate. There was no good news. So, another thing I have to replace: if you bring problems to my door, I'm going to let you know why that's a bad decision, whether it's be physical, emotional, financial. Try Jesus, not me. Bro, you sound ridiculous. You sound ridiculous. This has nothing. You sound trick, bro. You're eating a donut and you're talking about try Jesus, not me. When's the last time you've been to church talking about try Jesus, not me? What are you talking about? We're not even talking. Karens are in the wild. They're not at your door. We're talking about a totally different thing now. This is how triggered this conversation got you. And I apologize because it is Monday. It is Monday. I've been learning to apologize, which has always been hard to me. I don't like to say sorry for shit. But now I'm saying sorry for things that I shouldn't even say sorry for, like being accused of not doing my job. I apologize. I was very apologetic. I'm trying to move different in 2026. I'm apologize to you because I don't want you to move out of this conversation triggered looking for a fight, because you identify with this Karen energy that we're talking about. I think you identify with that, and that's why you're getting a little triggered in the conversation, and now you're talking about something else, like bringing problems, like people are like coming in your house, playing loud music in your house, like a group of black guys came to your house and barbecued in your living room. Bringing problems to you. What are you talking about, Dom? What were you talking about? Oh man, Dom just text me. I know it has gotten real. What you talk? Stay on the chat. I'm off to the gym. Oh boy. He's out of here. It got too real. It got too real, baby. Most Karens wake up mad, losing their mind. Yeah, man. Most Karens are just triggered individuals. I feel like that resonates so much. Most Karens are people that are extremely triggered, and it's when that triggered meets privilege, and then that Karen comes out. You know what I'm saying? Like a Karen would have handled this Guitar Center situation extremely foul. And honestly, I left the situation kind of, when like some shit happens and you just feel violated, and then you don't react or you don't respond to it. But afterwards, you're like, man, I wish I would have done this. I wish I would have said this. I wish I would have done this. So a Karen all those wishes, Karen's not wishing, she's doing. Karen's not afraid of smoke. Matter of fact, a Karen brings smoke to the barbecue. Brings it. It's like, oh, y'all haven't fired up the grill. Don't worry. I got a car full of smoke. That's a Karen, right? A Karen would have cussed this dude out. A Karen would have told this dude, listen, bitch nigga, this is not when you say I got good news and bad news, when you just bringing me bad news. A Karen would have cussed him out. A Karen would have left, write a Yelp review before they drove home in the parking lot. Yelp review, fired that off. Would have went to Reddit and Facebook, review, don't shop here ever again. Fired that off. Karen would have got home. They would have made a whole TikTok about it. I made a TikTok about it. So, but I didn't cuss nobody out. I didn't write no Yelp review. So, but that's what a Karen would do. And you know, I envy it a little bit. I envy it. I wish I had a little bit more Karen in me. I wish I had a little bit more smoke in me. A little bit. A little bit. Not a lot. I just wish I would have been like, hey, bro, good news and bad news, not really appropriate when it's just bad news. Maybe don't say that. You know, all right, man. We're gonna be talking about planting seeds all week, man. I'm gonna be talking about not planting seeds and planting seeds, because I'm gonna have the conversation with my son this week about condoms. He's 16. I've been avoiding this conversation. So we're gonna be talking about planting seeds and not planting seeds. You know, we don't need those seeds. Not yet. But that's going to be the thing for the next 7 days, planting seeds, man. And it's been the last 7 days, the studio has been in full turmoil. Things have been breaking down. But everything happens for a reason. It has been an extremely hard week. I'm pushing through it. You know, I've been telling, a couple of my... people that work close on the multiple shows that I'm doing. And he was like, what are we going to do? We're going to take a break? Absolutely not. We are not taking any breaks, man. We're pushing through it. We're pushing through all the resistance, resiliently. We're going to keep pushing forward. We're going to troubleshoot all the problems. We're going to figure it out, and that's what we're going to do, man. And, hopefully my son sees how I move through adversity and he learns a little bit more, man. That's my gift. And if anybody else sees it, maybe it inspires you and you learn a little bit. There is old school movies, The Wiz. That might be. No, I know The Wiz. Don't bring me no bad news. Oh, the Wiz, yeah. Don't bring me no bad news. Yeah, man. I don't know. Bad news is never good. So I do a lot of. I'm gonna finish with this because this is what I was thinking about. Because this dude that said this phrase, I got good news and bad news, but only had bad news. He bothered me so much, and I was thinking about him all night. But I'm also thinking like, okay, he's working. He's working. He probably is not feeling it today. Because I work. I work, I have a job, and sometimes I'm not feeling it. And sometimes I'm not feeling it and I don't react the best. It's not bad, but it's not like the best. It's not in the most customer service, you know, style. I think because I have been so vulnerable this week, this situation, even his like this phrase, I got good news and I got bad news, affected me in, in a deeper way than it should be affecting me. You know what I'm saying? Because shit has been hitting the fan. And yeah, maybe you could have found some better language to say than I got good news and bad news when you just have bad news. But whatever, you know, I'm going to get over it. I still hate the phrase. I still hate the phrase. I'm probably not going to get over hating that phrase now for a while. I'm going to have to do some therapy on that phrase. I got good news and bad news. I'm probably never going to buy anything from Guitar Center ever again. I'm definitely never going to buy an extended warranty again. That's a that's a fraud. That's a scam. Extended warranty. Not doing that again. Not going back to Guitar Center, especially the Hollywood one. Triggered. I'll get over it. All right, man, we got it in. We got 30 minutes. 31 minutes, 47 seconds. It's Monday. I got to set up this studio for Comedy Fitness Live tonight, 7:30. We are not slowing down. We are speeding up, baby. We are speeding up. We are using the things that we have. I still have a little podcast rig. I'm going to figure out how to get everybody mic'd up and make it work tonight. I ordered my new Rodecaster. It comes on Thursday. Not slowing down, baby. Speeding up. All right, man. This is the Triggered Yogi live stream. We'll be back 9 a.m. tomorrow. Tonight is Comedy Fitness Live at 7:30 p.m. That's on the Comedy Fitness Live YouTube channel. Pull up, subscribe to that. I will see you soon. Have a wonderful Monday. Happy Monday. Peace.